Hi there, Jeremy O'Carroll, founder and director of the Reiki Center here. And in this video, what I want to do is tell you a little bit about our upcoming September 9 Chakra Meditation Retreat. Now, this is the very first time I've done a pure meditation chakra retreat and very excited for it. So in this video, I'd like to answer a few questions about the retreat to really give you a good idea of whether it's something that might interest you. Now, the first question is, who is the retreat for? Now, really, it'll be very suitable for many types. To begin with, people who feel that maybe some of their chakras aren't quite where they'd like them to be. So probably if you work with energy, maybe you do Reiki or yoga or something like that, several of your chakras are already in pretty good condition. But it is not unusual to have some in healing circles. Usually they're actually the lower chakras, like the base chakra, where people maybe the connection isn't so good. And so this retreat will be ideal for kind of optimizing all of the chakras so that they're all firing well, the energy's flowing well through them all, and as a result you get the benefits from that. Now, the next type of person might be even just someone who really has little meditation experience and hasn't yet connected to their chakras. And for these people, the chakras are just a theory. You know, you read about them in a book and they talk about all the different features of the different chakras, but truth be told, since you haven't actually felt them, you can't say whether they exist or not. So the idea of the retreat then is to give you a very concrete first-hand experience of the chakras and to give you a kind of a framework and different tools to enable you to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the chakras so that you know without a shadow of doubt that they do exist, and you can really taste the energy and the benefits that come from connecting to them. Finally, it's also good for people whose chakras are in good condition, but you want to take it to the next level. So it's like you can already feel all the chakras, you already connect to them, but you're wanting to, you like somehow intuitively you know there's more. You know that you can connect to them on a much deeper level. Then this retreat is going to be perfect for you. Now, the beauty of this retreat is it's really nicely structured. So it's not just the 2 days of the retreat, as powerful as they will be. You actually get a pre-course program with my usual video portals, but also written emails, which will come to you to help you practice certain things, different meditations, so that even by the time you get to the retreat, you're already starting to connect a bit to some of your chakras. And then post-course, I'll have the usual 21-day e-program, and that will give you specific things to practice. It will give you more information, and you can go deeper. But one of the really great things about this retreat is really the video portal. It's my biggest video portal of all the portals I have. It's got over 100 videos and articles in it, and many have lots and lots of meditations. So if you just go into, say, the base chakra, there may be 15 plus meditations just devoted to the base chakra. So if you, for instance, feel that maybe your base chakra isn't in such great condition, then you can just go through those meditations, and before you know it, boom, you'll really be feeling that connection. So let's actually have a quick look inside the portal, and I'll just show you what it looks like in there. Before I do, the great thing about the portal too is you can actually access it via an app. And this is a great app, and so it's very easy to play through all the meditations. It's very easy to access all the information. So let's just quickly dive into the portal so you can see what it looks like if you haven't already seen it, and you can just see how much material is already in there. Okay, so we are now in the chakra portal. So you'll see that anyone who does the retreat will get the Mastering Your Chakras portal. Now, the retreat is different to the Mastering Your Chakras course. That was a one-day course. It was connected to the other one, Mastering Your Mind. So this is a whole weekend with new meditations, but the portal is the same as the Mastering Your Chakras, and it is an excellent portal. It is the biggest portal we have. So here you'll see we've got all sorts of different categories. So you've got all the different chakras and the Sushumna works. If we click on one, we'll actually start to see a few images as well. You've got an introduction on the base chakra, something on the earth element. Then we've got
a 7 mantra chant. So that's actually one for all of the chakras. And then we've got all the base chakra meditation. So look at all these, even says show more, I click on that. You'll see all these meditations here. It's 2 pages, I'll go to the next one. They're just to do with the base chakra, all of these. So there's a lot of ones. So if you wanted to improve your base chakra, you just come in here and there's probably over 15 of them that you can go through, and then you'll have a very, very solid, strong base chakra. If I go back, we can take a look at some other ones. And you'll see that there's meditations for all of the chakras, as I said. Let's just wait here. So if we went, say, to the second chakra, and it says here, do after the course. So we've got a pre-course for this. You'll do that first, but after the course, you'll dip into all these meditations, and you'll see even for this one, there's quite a lot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 meditations just on the navel chakra. And so there's lots of things there to do to improve. If we just click randomly, I'll just click on any one. Let's just click randomly on, say, the 5th chakra. Let's see what we've got there. We've got, again, quite a lot there. So all in all, some have more, some have less, but there's always lots of them for every chakra. And then you'll see that even we have a bit of work on the final piece of the puzzle, the Sushumna, which is the energy channel that goes from the base chakra up to the crown. And there's quite a few things on that as well, just to really help you. It'll connect all the chakras and get a lot of energy flowing through your body. So you can see it's very detailed. There's over 100 different meditations and articles in this portal. And if you just clicked on one, let's see, here's the heart chakra, and you'll see there's quite a lot. And then if you click on one, like here's the Jade Mountain Heart Chakra meditation. If we click on that, then all you have to do is hit play. I want you to imagine now. And you've got the meditation. So you're going to love the portal. It's a really great way to take the momentum from the retreat and then really build on it and go deep, way deeper into the chakras. So hope this helps, and let's return back to the main video.
Okay, so we've taken a look at the portal. The next kind of key question is, why does it really matter whether you connect so much to your chakras? Now, on some level, of course, you know that they're important, but the thing to really grasp is not only are the chakras your body's key energy centers, think of them like power stations. So it's almost as if your body has 7 key power stations. And here's the thing, each one of these power stations produces a slightly different type of energy, or in our case, frequency. So you've got different frequencies of energy, and the chakras have been designed to kind of draw in energy from the universe and release energy. So they draw in all this, a particular frequency of energy into the body, and then any unwanted energy they release. And you might think of it a bit like different forms of protein, where your body needs multiple forms. So it's not enough for you just to get one type of energy. Your body needs multiple types. And when it gets these multiple types, then they go together and you experience excellent well-being. And so that's the thing about them. Now, of course, all the chakras have different functions. And what's really exciting there is when we learn to connect to them all in a very strong and meaningful manner, then they're almost like a lever we can kind of push or pull down on, and then we can access that energy. So imagine you want to become more creative, for instance. Then you can go into the second chakra and you can kind of work extra on the second chakra, and you'll find that really helps you with that creativity. Or maybe you're like, you know what, I need to work on some intellectual project. I need clarity of thought, in which case you might work on the third eye. And you're working on the third eye, it will help you there. Or maybe it's like your intuition or your extrasensory perception. There you could also work on your third eye. Or maybe you just want to learn to like open up and connect to people more, have more kind of a loving experience, maybe with a partner, for instance. And in that case, you might work more on your heart chakra. Or maybe you just need more energy at work, more enthusiasm for the different projects you have. In that case, work more on the solar plexus chakra. So that's the beauty of it. You've got kind of different power stations optimized for different things. So depending on what you need in your life, you can accentuate the energy coming from one of those power stations or chakras. And that's what having doing the retreat will help you with, but also having access to all of those materials in the portal, because after the course, as I said, if you need to kind of get extra energy from a certain chakra to fulfill a certain function, then you just go into the portal, you go through some of those meditations, and that will amp up the energy associated with that chakra. Now, as a bonus for this chakra retreat, after we've gone through all 7 chakras, we're going to work through them systematically, kind of building, and you'll connect to them. Now, that actually enables us to do another rather snazzy thing, and this is much less well known. All of the chakras are actually kind of connected in some way by an energy channel that runs from the base chakra up to the crown chakra called the Sushumna. And so, thanks to being able to connect to the different chakras, we actually help to open up this channel, the Sushumna. And so, at the retreat, one of the very final things we do after we've connected to the different chakras is we are going to plug in and connect to the energy of the Sushumna, which will give us that kind of whoosh of energy going from the base up to the crown. And this energy, not only does it help us kind of connect all the chakras, and as a result, the chakras, interestingly, are connected, to all the energy flowing throughout the body, different meridians, energy channels, etc. So connect to the chakras, you can connect to the entire energy system in the body. Well, connecting to the Sushumna is going to really help us do that. So that's one of the great things we'll do as kind of final piece at the retreat is connect to this Sushumna. Okay, so why then is this retreat going to be really powerful? Well, in a sense, it's like a boot camp. And that means that, if you were at home and you were practicing on the chakras, you might do 30 minutes here or an hour there, or maybe you have a huge day and it's a couple of hours. But by having 2 full days, and particularly 2 full days with a group, so we've got kind of the group energy, we're going to be able to really immerse ourselves in them. And you find that builds a lot of momentum. If I think back to my own kind of chakra journey, originally, I couldn't connect to any of the chakras. And then I started to practice more deliberately. I started working with the Hara, an energy center we work with a lot in the classical Japanese Reiki system, one just below the navel chakra. I learned to connect to that. That then became a kind of a template to help me connect to the base chakra, then the second chakra, then the third chakra, and then a really interesting thing happened. It took, a period of time for me to really connect to those lower chakras, but after that, all on the same day, I connected to the top 4. They went bang, 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 bang. So it was like my body suddenly learnt the mechanism for connecting to chakras. A certain energetic critical mass got reached, and then it became really easy. So in many ways, it's like the first chakra is the hardest, and after you connect to that, it gets easier and easier and easier until we build up that critical mass where you can go boom, 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 and you connect to them all. And so that is what a retreat helps us do, because it's like that cauldron of energy. Then you find that you build the momentum and boom, you'll connect to the chakras much more strongly than you would if you were just doing an hour here and an hour there, maybe of daily work. Also, we use some pretty cool tools. We've got different chakra chimes. We use specific mantras for each of the chakras. We use crystals for the different chakras. Here at my center, I've got just hundreds of crystals, so we can really have fun with those. And also we use specific music which is trained to the different chakra frequencies, which is really powerful. So we've got kind of all these different tools to go along with our meditations, which really make it so much easier to connect to the chakras. So it will be a really, really powerful event, and you'll find that you'll get shifts that you would struggle to get at home alone if you were meditating. Now, the retreat is here. You can see sort of this is out the window in one direction. I'll show you soon some other images, just some images of our centre. We're actually set on 100 acres. We're surrounded by state forest. It's a beautiful place. You've got kangaroos, you've got all sorts of animals. I saw a deer the other night. So there's a lot of different animal wildlife, and it's just, you get to get away from the city. You get to kind of just immerse yourself in nature, something that really facilitates connecting to your chakras. It really helps you connect to energy because you're so close to nature. So it's a beautiful venue. Interestingly, it's actually quite close to Melbourne. So although I call it Daylesford, it's 15 minutes closer to Melbourne. It's in between Woodend and Daylesford. So for many people, it's only like 70 minutes away. It's actually 70 minutes from our Melbourne centre. So if you're in one of the northern suburbs, it might be even closer. So you can even drive up here in the day. We start at 10 a.m. in the mornings. Or many people prefer just to spend the Saturday night out here. And so you can easily do that. If you're looking for sort of budget accommodation, I've arranged some accommodation in Daylesford at the Boomerang Holiday Ranch. That's shared accommodation mostly, and it's only $40 per person. Or many people really like to do it a little bit more in style, and they book an Airbnb. And where I am, where we are, we're actually in a little place called Denver, and it's in between Daylesford, Kyneton, Woodend, and Trentham. And so, and Daylesford, I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And so you can get an Airbnb in any of those places, and it's only 15 minutes away. So that's another really good option. Finally, I'll just say, what I've done to make it really easy for people to come, I've put the retreat on special. It's actually only $390, $390 to come along. You can do that in monthly installments of $130. So hopefully that makes it really doable. As I said, if you are on a shoestring, you can hopefully, if they're still available, get some accommodation at the Boomerang Holiday Ranch in Daylesford. Otherwise, if that's not such an issue, an Airbnb anywhere around Denver. So hope this helps give you a bit of an idea about the retreat. I'll just finish, you can just see with a few shots of the surrounding area of our property. And look, if you've got any questions, then do let me know. You can just write to the email down on the screen or give me a call on the number there, and I would love to tell you more. So hope to see you here for the Chakra Retreat. I know you will love it.
So here I am out on the deck, and you can see there's a beautiful view here. Very relaxing here, and you can see there's a forest behind where you can go and walk and just enjoy yourself. Here is the other side of the house. You can see just goes on. We've actually got 100 acres out here, so it's lots of land for you to enjoy and explore, lots of secret little paths for you to go along. And that way behind our property is actually state forest, so there's a lot more land to enjoy if you want. So just a really beautiful place to come and meditate. You can have a picnic lunch, just enjoy a bit of sunshine when it's out, and just connect to the land. There are lots of kangaroos around as well, birds. I saw a deer the other night. So it's just the ideal place to just come and recharge and learn to connect more to chakras and energy.